What's going on, guys? It's Jimmy here with your $1,400 third stimulus check update. The new third stimulus check package bill is out. However, Republicans are trying to modify it, and Democrats are telling themselves to hold strong and not let the Republicans modify anything completely out of the bill. Although Senate Majority Leader Chuck Schumer says that they're willing to consider modifications that don't completely remove things, and that they're going to pass the bill in the House of Representatives in this upcoming week. I'm going to give you all the details of it in this video. If you're new to the channel, make sure to subscribe down below so you don't miss out on new updates on the third stimulus check package, which does include $1,400 stimulus checks for adults, $1,400 stimulus checks for children, and $1,400 stimulus checks for dependents, such as adult dependents, college student dependents, and all children this time around. In addition to that, it includes a $3,000 to $3,600 child stimulus check in addition to the $1,400. That is an increase of the child income tax credit that will be paid in July, even though that will be passing now, and will likely be $250 to $300 per month, depending on how old your child is, and will basically be $3,000 for each child over the age of 6 through 17, and for children under the age of 6, $3,600. There's also over $30 billion of mortgage assistance, rental assistance, utility assistance, property tax assistance in this bill, as well as an increase of SNAP, WIC, and EBT programs, and a $400 per week unemployment extension, and an increase to later on in this year. Also, let me know how the weather situation is with you. I talked to a buddy of mine named Swift, who lives in Texas. His nickname is Swift, who lives in Texas, and said that he was without power for 3 days and still has no water at all. In fact, they just completely turned the water off to his apartment complex. So even if he could get water right now, it's not turned on to prevent freezing and the like. So let me know how it is where you are. Are you back to normal? Are you still suffering? I know that there's still hundreds of thousands of people that are still suffering from the weather storms, and let me know how you're doing down below in the comments. The Republicans are blasting the third stimulus check package, calling it a liberal wish list that is the $1.9 trillion third stimulus check package. House Republican Whip Representative Steve Scalise said in an email to colleagues, "It's clear Democrats have no interest in approaching COVID relief in a timely and targeted fashion and are instead using the reconciliation process to jam through their liberal wish list agenda." Quote, "Less than 1% of the COVID relief bill will actually go to vaccine development and distribution. When a top priority accounts for such a small part of the overall spending, it just shows how massive and unnecessarily bloated this spending bill is." Quote, "It's partly partisan. Joe Biden is president, and now they can be fiscal hawks. But there are bad parts of this bill, like the $15 an hour minimum wage, that will hurt lower income people and will cause jobs to mechanize, like we have seen in the fast food industry." President Joe Biden has snapped back at Republicans and says, quote, "What would they have me cut in the third stimulus package bill?" Biden says, quote, "Critics say that my plan is too big and it costs $1.9 trillion. Let me ask them, what would they have me cut? What would they have me leave out? Should we not invest $20 billion to vaccinate the nation? Should we not invest $290 million to extend unemployment insurance for 11 million Americans who are unemployed so that they can get by?" Although Biden did earlier say that he was possibly open to making the package cheaper, he says, quote, "I am open to that, but we have to make clear who is helped and who is hurt. My hope is that the Republicans in Congress listen to their constituents. According to the polls, there is overwhelming bipartisan support." Here's Congresswoman Sewell on more details of the package.
Listen, I want you all to know that help is on the way. Help is on the way. As you stated, we plan on getting that Biden rescue plan, that bill, on the floor of the House of Representatives next week. We are racing against time. That is absolutely true. But here's what I know for a fact. The American people elected Joe Biden because Joe Biden promised to deliver on COVID relief. We have to crush this virus. We have a $1.9 trillion package that will deal with everything from rental assistance to food security to providing $1,400 per person up to a maximum of $5,600 per family. It's critically important that we get help right now. You know, we are in Selma, Alabama, my hometown, and we know the fierce urgency is now. It's now. Now for the people of Texas who are on top of dealing with COVID, are dealing with being frozen pipes and unable to have drinkable water. It's really unacceptable. But I know that Biden has a compassion. This president will do all that he can with the assistance of House Democrats, as well as I hope our Republican colleagues will help us across the aisle, because the American people are hurting, and they're hurting unequally. We know that disproportionate amount of the burden of the pain is being felt on communities of color and underserved communities across this nation. But I truly believe that help is on the way, and that we will do all that we can to make sure that we pass this legislation and enact it into law.
So I want to hone in on minimum wage. As you know, that's a huge sticking point in the COVID relief bill. We heard President Biden speak about it. You, in 2019, introduced a bill for regional increases in minimum wage, but you've since evolved since the Democrats have taken control of both the houses, or both the House and the Senate and Congress. Do you think that the minimum wage hike will live? Will it survive as the COVID relief bill heads to markup in the House next week?
I sure hope it does. You know, look, I was also a original co-sponsor of the Raise the Wage bill that the Representative Scott did. The reality is that we are now in control of the House, the Senate, and the White House. And I know that my constituents deserve a livable wage. The fact is, in the state of Alabama, we're still stuck at the federal minimum wage of $7.25. It's simply not enough for anybody to live off of, and we must increase it. I do believe that the cost of living here in Selma, Alabama is different than the cost of living in New York City. But having said that, I think that the fact that we are gradually increasing it to $15 an hour will help a lot of my small businesses. When I think about my small businesses, my minority and women-owned businesses, they are struggling, but they too want to provide their employees with a livable wage. And so I think that we will fight to make sure that we do increase the federal minimum wage. $15 an hour still will leave a lot of my constituents behind. And so I think that we have to do our very best to be able to compromise and to work together to make sure that all Americans have enough money in their pockets to be able to provide for themselves and their families.
Senator Bernie Sanders, who is the Senate Budget Chairman and the person in charge of the reconciliation process in the third stimulus check package, says that he's confident that the minimum wage increase will stay in the third stimulus check package and not be voted out. Bernie Sanders says raising the minimum wage to $15 an hour is not incidental to the federal budget and is permissible under the rules of reconciliation. The CBO, the Congressional Budget Office, has found that the $15 an hour minimum wage has a much greater impact on the federal budget than opening up the Arctic National Wildlife Refuge to oil drilling and repealing the individual mandate penalties. Two provisions that the Senate parliamentarian, advised did not violate the Byrd Rule when Republicans controlled the Senate and passed that through the reconciliation process. Bernie added, "I'm confident that the Senate parliamentarian will advise next week that we can raise the minimum wage through the reconciliation process." He also goes on to say, if Republicans can use reconciliation to try to take health care away from 32 million Americans by repealing the ACA, please don't tell me we can't use the same rules to provide a raise to 32 million workers by increasing the minimum wage to $15 an hour. No more excuses. U.S. Representative from the House, Ashley Hinson, says she will vote no, she's a Democrat, on the COVID relief package if it does include the minimum wage increase, which it currently does. She says, at this point, I am planning to vote no on the package. It will hurt Iowa businesses and cost Iowa jobs. And that's not something I can support right now, given the pandemic. The federal minimum wage in her state of Iowa is what the federal minimum wage is, $7.25, and has not been raised since 2009. Remember, states can have their own higher minimum wage. Florida actually just passed a law to have $15 an hour minimum wage in the state of Florida, but a large majority of the country is still at $7.25 and has been since 2009. Now, Ashley Hinson is a Democrat from the U.S. House of Representatives. As you can see here on the screen, there's 221 Democrats and 211 Republicans, and they only need one more vote than 50% to pass in the U.S. House of Representatives. So they can have a few Democrats vote no on this bill, and typically that is what happened. We've seen in the second stimulus check package that 99% of Democrats voted yes, although there was a few no's. So they can afford to have a few no's from the Democratic side to say no, even with the minimum wage package in there, and still pass it in the U.S. House of Representatives that is expected to pass the U.S. House this upcoming week. However, in the Senate, the Democrats cannot afford this because there's 50 Democrats and 50 Republicans in the Senate, and they need all 50 votes from the Democrats to pass this, and then the tiebreaker vote to the Vice President Kamala Harris, who will be the 51st vote. So they need every single Democrat in the Senate to stand strong together. If somebody like Joe Manchin or Kristen Sinema says no, because the minimum wage is included and they don't go for the greater good and they hold their ground because of that one issue, they may need to take that out or modify it to make it to that one person's liking to pass the third stimulus check package. If we had any Republican votes at all, even one, then that could nullify that one no vote. But it does not look like we will get a single Republican to vote yes on this third stimulus check package at this point. Also, in case you're wondering, these are like motion sickness bands. If you know, I have this back problem. I'm not going to go into it all right now, but I was taking prednisone, which is a steroid, and I've now come off it. And I don't know if it's a withdrawal or a side effect from it or what, but I've been really dizzy for the last 2 days. So yeah, this is motion sickness. Also, I'm taking the rest of tonight off because of my dizziness. There will not be an 11 p.m. video tonight. Sorry, guys, but I will see you again at 10 a.m. in the morning. Remember, new videos come out every day at 10 a.m., 3 p.m., 8 p.m., and most of the days, 11 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Subscribe down below so you don't miss out on new updates. It's completely free. And click the bell icon to all notifications so you get notifications when we go live, so you know when the third stimulus check is going to pass and all the details of when the money will arrive to you, as well as the other things such as mortgage and rental assistance, student loan forgiveness, Social Security increases, and more. You can click this top video here to watch my newest stimulus check video next. And this video teaches you how to start your own business selling products on Amazon FBA. I have dozens of students that have replaced their 9-to-5 income selling products on Amazon, and I teach them how to do that. Click on one of those videos next. Thanks, guys, and I will see you in the next video.